don't get to see it all believe.
Literally, the hole in the bedrock was 2 inches away or 2 blocks away from where you spawn in to land.
I was thinking that you were saying that even our mine that we had made.
No, I was 2 blocks away, straight down.
So we're like have no bone mill.
Ember Dial? Is that the thing?
Do we have bones?
Ember Dial.
Bones. We do have some bone blocks. Maybe we can make it, but it just seems. Does that mean one? No, 6. Okay, that'll be.
Oh, Ember
That should be
Deposit
funny.
Locator. That's what it was. Atmosphere Gauge.
Alright, that should be.
A new season is upon us. It's the coach. This is week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, it's the NFL debut of the 7th overall pick of the draft, Josh Allen of Wyoming, as he and the Bills hit the road to take on a 9-7 team from a year ago, the Baltimore Ravens. I'll be back at halftime with a look ahead to the weekend. But first, let's get up to Baltimore and hand things over to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, thanks. CA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Inner Harbor and M&T Bank Stadium here in Baltimore, Maryland. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the Buffalo Bills.
They don't match up.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Raven team as they get ready here, and I don't think from what we saw down on the field before the game there's any doubt they're ready to roll.
They pass the eye test, don't they? This team looks fired up and ready to play.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Bills, an early season tilt. And when it's an early season tilt, should be ready to roll.
Well, let's face it, the aches and pains haven't really set in yet, and both teams eyeing a really good start to get things going.
Yeah, they're about to realize this crazy 4-man running group. Dude, blitz, that way. Shit, what's happening? Blitz.
Here's the now 30-year-old running back, LeSean McCoy. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 to mark him down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LeSean McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. You can't take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia, then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes to the playoff drought before last season, and the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is, but I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
And you talk about great blocking up front. I don't think he was even touched, not a finger on him, until he was brought down to the ground.
I think we heard the whoosh as he went by, didn't we? Right through the gap. No one there as you out.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Ravens have got it.
Alrighty.
And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan, but this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
Hurry up, here we go. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Poyer, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And as a first-rounder, a lot of eyes on him, a lot of expectations.
And he has to play well in his rookie year. Those days of coddling guys and bringing them along slowly, those days are long gone. When you're drafted in the first round, they expect you to play right away. In the community's eyes and fan base, they'll be on you the entire way.
They added a lot of talent to a roster that really needed an infusion of youth. They got a very good infusion of youth.
And they didn't really reach to get anyone as well. They stuck to their draft philosophy, got the best players they could at the time they were drafting, and inserted them
Shoot
into
that
the
guy.
lineup.
Oh, my God.
Now,
I think he ran
meanwhile,
by
a
bad.
pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And they won't try and pooch it. It's a fake. That's to his running back.
Oh, that was
complete.
stupid.
And the surge is going to be too much defensively. He's hit and taken down to the backfield. The Ravens making their way out here, Charles, and a heartbreaking last-second loss to the Bengals Week 17 last year. Kept them out of the playoffs into their season at 9-7. And, you know, since winning Super Bowl 47, they've now missed the playoffs for the last 5 years. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
EJ.
Well, getting to the quarterback, that's an area Buffalo really wants to improve this season.
Hard to believe they went to the playoffs last year. Just 27 sacks on the season. Would that rank in the league 29th
Tied
overall?
for 29th,
Tied for 29th. If they want to get back to the playoffs, they have to up that number deep into the 30s.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Jackson from the shotgun. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. These Bills, Charles, broke the 17-year playoff drought under first-year head coach Sean McDermott. And while Bills fans, they reveled in their team's return to relevance, we know the NFL, it's a what have you done for me lately business. So what can we expect in 2018?
I think a continuation of what head coach Sean McDermott started last year, creating the new culture for the Bills, upgrading their defense. But the big thing, they need more plays from the quarterback position that are downfield, chunk plays to take some of the pressure off the defense. Remember, only 3 points scored in the playoff loss to the Jaguars.
Allen. It's brought incomplete. It's John Brown. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
No, check, Patriot.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
2nd and goal from the 1. He'll get it up the middle. And
Not gonna happen, Captain.
Forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone.
Detroit! Detroit! Let's go! 319! 319!
Now Allen. Wiggles free. A 2nd broken
Come on,
tackle.
stand your feet.
And
There
a
you go.
touchdown there on the short run. And a nice little start to the career for the rookie here, hitting the end zone in week 1 of his career.
And that's a true welcome to the NFL moment, isn't it? The one that you actually like. A lot of times it's that big hit from a linebacker that says, all right, Rook, here you are. But when you're able to put it in the end zone and feel that sense of accomplishment, that usually fuels you towards doing it many more times in your career.
This is back so we can pick this deep.
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
Yeah, jump it in the end zone. That's all. Nice kick.
Fielded
Nice
about a
run.
yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And now let's see how the young rookie bounces back. First drive and interception. How will he handle it?
And I think this is where your leaders step up for you, right? Your veteran guys put a big arm around him. All right, guy, you had one. Don't worry about it. Let's get out there and let's roll. And I'm also eager to see what the offensive coordinator is going to do. How much confidence does he have in him? Does he go safe now, or does he continue to run the full game plan?
They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8.
Oh, yeah, Eddie. There's Star.
Here we go now! 319!
On 2nd down,
Yeah,
Ingram. And they'll
Oh.
take him down at the 31-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Guys done throwing interceptions.
That was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
And that'll be incomplete.
Oh. Lockdown.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
All right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
2nd and 10, here's Jackson again. Rush
Oh,
coming,
wow.
and he's taken down. Star
Stop.
Latulippe
Really? Okay.
breaking through to get him for a loss of 7.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Here's Jackson throwing on 3rd and long. It's incomplete.
Really
Took a
good
shot,
thing to
couldn't connect. That makes him now 0 for 2 here in the first quarter on 3rd down conversions.
And now they'll look to their defense because they need them to step up so they don't fall
right,
further
Devin.
behind here in the early going.
Oh, punt.
This is fielded at the 7. Shifts by him. Now he goes spin.
Go. Oh,
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10.
Return.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
He's blitzing, but he's going to play it back off. put in a wide zone.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Getting the sense, Charles, are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
He goes underneath for Yeldon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
All right.
Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Yeah.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a third down. The pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop.
Carl, that's my second
every
running back.
instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
And they'll go with the ground attack here. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown. Third down here.
I'm going to need some help with this one. Okay. How did he miss it?
And Yeldon's gone.
Open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete.
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Throwing is Allen on third. And that's caught by Beasley.
Got him.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
All right, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Gun.
From the gun, it's Allen. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Gun.
Allen to throw once more. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's third and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gun.
Allen now on third and goal. Throwing for his running back,
No,
and he's
yeah,
got
that's
him
me.
complete. And he'll take it into the end zone
Yeah,
for a
pass or
Buffalo
throw him for a
touchdown. A great effort there, making quite a splash with his second touchdown of his NFL debut. And the Bills will add on to their lead.
Nice job, Devin. Okay.
Here's Hauschka now to kick
Don't
it
go out of
away.
bounds. Don't go out of bounds. I messed that. I messed that. Nope. Okay. Run down there, McKenzie.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go now.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he's taken
Alrighty
down,
then.
but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot.
Lovely.
Second quarter now. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis with you. It's the Ravens who have the football, and they've got it here with a 1st down.
Set. Green 39.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
And that's exactly why the Ravens drafted him, added him to their stable after drafting Hayden Hurst in the 1st round.
Here we
A
go.
second tight end who can catch the football. He looks like a guy who's going to line up on the line of scrimmage and mash you in the running game as a blocker. But his best attributes, splitting out, catching the football almost as an extra wide receiver. Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run
Here we
blitz?
go.
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap.
Get him.
Coming and
There you
down
go,
he
you two.
goes. Lorenzo Alexander
Never play action,
coming in
dog.
to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire
Okay,
game.
well, let's
I don't
just
know how he's
hurt Smiley
surviving back there.
And to think,
Whatever.
there's still a long way to go in this football game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And our focus now
They
shifts
see
to
all
Frank
down there all
Gore.
day,
The
okay.
passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
And dive.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going
Yeah,
on.
they've had success, at least so far, here in the 2nd quarter.
Make it 4 yards.
And they'll go on the ground. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going into the quarterback in the expected passing
That's a
situation.
busted play.
On 3rd down, Allen. And he's going to lose a yard or 2.
Go
Taken
forward.
down behind
Don't
the
go on the
line.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the 1st half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
The punt team on now as this one's sent away.
Run, run, run.
Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the...
You go sell out.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of 1st downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 1st downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Mark Ingram really coming into form in the NFL. First 5 years in the league, didn't have a 1,000-yard season, but he's done it the past 2 years.
Yeah, and I think a couple of reasons for that. Number one, offensive line has been rebuilt, and they put a lot of resources into that, and they've gotten better. Number two, he's had great running mates back there.
Okay, go get my son up, get his clothes.
I'm so confused. You confuse yourself. It's alright. It's alright.
the chunks are loaded. I loaded the chunks. You crazy.
You're crazy. What were you doing over here? You were in my realm. What were you doing?
I'm getting some more coal.
All right. I'll allow it.
It's weird. And I guess I need the gauges too.
Gauges to where? Are you engaged?
Yes. To my work.
Yes. Right. Okay, so we have a couple. I don't know. We'll have to keep an eye on whether that's getting more or not. So that's just ultimately the question that I have right now.
Where's your socks at, Steve? Your socks.
Apparently the chunk loading is broken. So,
Maybe it doesn't work in different realms?
I don't know. But that's no bueno for us because we can't not have that going in another realm. Like, there's no options here. So,
That seems sad.
yeah, I don't really know what to do about that.
I don't know if there's chunk loaders. Okay, so that is working. Cool. Alright, so we're generating the essences. The essence eye.
Well, yeah, for crops, not for embers, because the chunks aren't loading properly, so sadly, it's not going to be a thing.
Where did you build everything?
And Landium, so we just have to stand there while it generates stuff. You want to follow me to where it is, and then you can, you have to use the chicken chunk loader. I didn't realize that was in the game, but we might have to do an individual spot loader for it.
Okay.
Let's see. Chunk loader. Oh, yeah, okay, we can make the old chunk loader. You do Hickley or do? I'll do that.
The old enchant table chunk loader?
Yup.
Got it. It looked like that hole was blocked up again. Was that you this time? Because I noticed there wasn't grass, but I didn't see the spot where it goes.
No, so it must be just. It just
Interesting.
does that
Does
in
it
Landium.
regenerate? That's weird.
That's
That's weird.
How do we get paper?
Sugarcane?
Which we have?
Do we?
How do we make? Wow, enchanted tables are actually problematic. Are we gonna have to loot bag this? Huh.
No, sawdust.
Oh, sawdust?
Yeah, make a sawmill if we don't have one, and then you chop wood into planks and you get sawdust.
Oh, we can just pulverize, actually.
Hello? Oh god.
So.
I think that's a big crash too.
What happened?
I clicked on the anti-barrel, and if you click on the top of it, I think that crashes the desktop.
Ooh, that's no bueno.
Yep. Here we are.
Wait, so what part do I not click on for future reference?
On the anti-barrel, don't click on the top of it.
Okay. I don't actually know which one the anti-barrel is. Oh, the anti-barrel, I see.
Yeah.
So don't click on any of the items in there, you mean?
Don't click. I think it's physically on the top of it.
Oh, just like where it says 35 items, 30 out of 1,000 types. If you click anywhere in there, it's just rip.
No, literally on the block.
Oh,
click
oh.
on the top of the block.
Oh, were you trying to hit the conduit and instead hit the block and it went?
I was trying to click out of it and accidentally because I looked in it and I was just trying to get out of it and clicked there. And then timber, down we go. Last time I got a lot of comments in like, hey, nice desktops. Like, yeah. Although it is pretty dope. I have Falcon Heavy 27 Merlin engines right there.
Wow.
From the Aerosat mission. Quite nice. And then they landed all 3 cores and let one tip over to the sea. It's the details, you know? It's the little details.
Wait, we can apparently craft buckets of water, but it's not working.
The buckets of water craft should come off of water essence, which we might be out of, because I don't know.
No, we have plenty of water essence. It's just.
Do we have buckets?
Oh, no, the bucket disappeared instead of crafting.
Arms up.
Let's see.
I'm gone for like 1 minute.
Yeah, so you're crafting. It doesn't actually craft water buckets. It just makes buckets disappear.
You know, it's a little thing.
Alrighty.
Tim Hightower 2 seasons ago. Then last year, of course, the sensational Alvin Kamara. And last but not least, the defense is playing so much better in New Orleans. They don't have to throw the ball as much on offense. He can run the ball even more.
This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And the window
you
closes
ain't gonna know her,
quickly.
dog.
They'll only get up to the 22-yard line.
Lockdown.
Defensively, Harrison Phillips there to stop him.
Back.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Hurry up, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a
Not
short
gonna
gain
happen.
there.
There you
So
go,
get it up
Harrison.
only to about the 24. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well. You know?
Stop
He's
it,
got to
man.
throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously, one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those 2 elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Taken in at the 22. A big kick, 50 yards that time with a return of 4. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Wide open receiver complete. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield.
Oh,
It's picked up
John
by the Raiders.
Brown.
Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
And he'll push his way up to about the 44 here. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson. And
Nice,
this
cut
is
off
going to
again.
be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there?
You got 5
Zone
minutes,
was
Steve.
absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Checkmate. Okay.
Here's Sam Cook now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
Defensive game so far. Shutting down Jackson.
So let's see.
Bounce back. No, he hasn't fumbled. He didn't fumble last time. Brown a fumble. That's a head scratch.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Blitzer, blitzer, blitzer.
Leopard.
He going middle.
No, check. Patriot.
Come on, Devin.
And they'll run it here. Pushing
Nope.
through the contact.
Nope.
And he's going to lose yardage
Yep.
here. Back to his own 18. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23.
All right.
Marlon Humphrey with the tackle defensively.
All right, now look at 56.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain.
All right,
The
Cole.
disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right
Oh,
there.
this is confusing.
And here's Allen to throw on 3rd down. Drops it underneath to go.
There you go, Gore.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chain.
What is the dog doing?
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage.
Give me Smith.
Nice linebacker play.
You want to reach for it, or do you want to go for it?
39. Green 39.
I'm just going to be a normal.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
They're killing my guys. No.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid
that's not
yardage.
good.
They'll take that anytime you hand the ball to him back.
The Bills on 3rd down.
All right,
They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. A bullet throw.
Oh, what?
Incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
The Bills send the punter out. On presumably to punt, though he did complete a pass earlier. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Oh, good move. And now running right through it. A beautiful
Wow.
fake.
Get him.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take
That
over.
sucked.
Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm. A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now
All right,
from all the
Steve,
work he's
fine.
getting. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one
Have
was
fun.
swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Caught right side. It's Sneed.
Get down,
And he'll get it up
Jelly.
near the
Get off the
35,
couch.
right at the 34 here. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down.
Here we go.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd.
Get through.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Andrews. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a 1st down.
Alvarez knocked out through. Oh, come on, Howie. Howie.
Play action.
Come on, get
now
through.
Jackson.
Get through.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Get up,
And the
Evans.
Bills
Get up.
have recovered.
The rookie got him on number 94.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time.
Oh,
right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around. And we just saw another one.
Oh, they're all
By
up
the
front.
defense.
John Brown.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery.
No, he's not going to catch
And
me.
his throw is going to be incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Okay,
Another
Josh
throw
is
on
starting to
second
go
down, and this
all
one
over.
incomplete as well.
Not
So he
good.
looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right for me.
Money.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine a head coach when he ordered the field goal.
Where they shipped
Please
him, let's see if
salvage
we got it right.
something out of this drive. That
Oh,
was
we
not
kicked it
fun to
right at
watch.
him.
Short kick. One of the up middle take it now.
Okay.
After return to midfield, I just wish we could open up the heads of the offensive and defensive coordinators, because right now the wheels have to be spinning because things just changed. Offensive playbook just opens up, and now on defense, do you play aggressively or do you lay back a little bit to try and calm things down?
A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Exactly what they
Shut
needed
up,
right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Play action. Let my guy run right at you. Come on.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Andrews.
Hold the
And
line.
he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
All right.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We're back to Baltimore after this. A reminder coming up at the half, we hook up with a new guy, Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis, and more importantly this year, scores and stats from around the league here in Week 1. So do not press that skip button. Brought in left side by Snead.
Great.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. The result, a 1st down as a quick slant gets him 14.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Now it's Jackson.
Okay, hit us in the head. I'll take
threw
it.
everything off. It brings up 3rd.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6.
Pass.
This is 3rd and goal.
All right, here we go.
Now Jackson.
Jump. Jump.
To the back of the end zone, but too high.
hole.
Over everybody and incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
So on 4th down, here's the Ravens Pro Bowl kicker, Justin Tucker, out onto the field. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they're on the board at least here. It's now 17-3. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime. Something to build on, maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points. And now, as you said, they got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
Zay
now
Jones.
What
are you doing back there? I guess whatever you want to, Jones.
He's got the lane, and there he goes. And all the
Seriously?
way home for a Bills touchdown.
What?
As his guys are in for 6, and the Bills will extend their lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
So let's try this again after the kick return TD. Here's yet another kickoff. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. This offense trots back out there now, and as they do, Charles, one thing to point out that we saw a second ago are some of the new rules in the NFL this year regarding kickoffs.
Yeah, nowadays, the kickoff team, no more running starts. Remember that when you got a circle of guy around, and here he goes.
Hold him.
No more,
there you go.
To start, close to the ball, and when it's kicked, then you get to take off and go, so you can't build up your speed that way. Also, when you're returning it, remember those wedges that we used to say, where guys would form together, 2 or 3 guys? No more of those, so it'd be a lot more man-on-man, one-on-one blocking. And also, they have rules about where people have to be when the ball's kicked, where they have to be when the ball's caught. So to me, it's much more like a punt return than it is an actual kickoff return. So I'm eager to see if teams now take their punt returners, those nifty guys who make people miss in the open field, and make them the kickoff returners as well, because I think you can still get big plays in this area if you have the right people back there.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there and gets the good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Okay.
A little over 20 seconds remaining in the half as they'll line up here 1st and 10. On first down, Allen. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And look at this, the punt team is out there. Somebody better give them the memo that it's second down.
Yeah, we're just
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. They'll run with Ingram here to begin the drive. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
I'll keep doing you guys' stuff.
Encroachment, defense.
Idiot.
So a jump there defensively.
It's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He uncorks it for Snead. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll check in for the first time with the newest member of our Madden family, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start by heading up to Foxborough to check out Houston visiting New England. And it's the Texans out front as that one is just about to halftime. The Texans looking to get their season off on the right foot. They've got the lead on the road. From there, we'll head down to the Meadowlands to check on the Giants at home in MetLife Stadium. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. The Jags looking to get off to a hot start, and a road win would help them do just that. Finally, let's get down to Miami to see what's going on with the Dolphins. And that game is tied as they take on the visiting Tennessee Titans.
Patrick, tied up, okay.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third.
I got the wing.
We'll see if Week 1
slide
fatigue
down to the
becomes any
30,
kind of
get a good
factor
kickoff.
as we are back underway in the second half.
Kick. Oh,
it's a very short kick taken by an up man. And solid field position here to start as they get it out to the 40-yard line.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Let's go.
They go play action now.
Get him. Wow.
Rush, and down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
A handoff. It's Mark.
There you go, Allie.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
To throw is Jackson. He's going to loft one.
Give me that.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at about the 31. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. First possession.
Oh, Foster, I got to switch you with John Brown now. All right, Foster with John Brown.
Of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set.
Coverage,
That's the equivalent of running out the
backed
wrong
off.
door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Blitz. Oh, we are definitely going Foster.
On second down, here's Allen.
Foster!
And open, that's Robert Foster complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Are we going to open it up again? Foster, go. Go.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he gets this out to Foster on the right side. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A reminder, 4 more games set to kick off later this afternoon. Chiefs, Chargers, Seahawks and the Broncos, Redskins and Cardinals, and then the Cowboys against the Panthers. And he takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And on the ground they go with a running back. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
The Bills on third down, 5 out of 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Gone!
Throwing now is Allen. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be brought
After the
down
field
just
goal,
shy
I
of the
guess.
5 at the 6.
Maybe.
They stop him for only 3
We're
that
up
time, and
that
that'll
way,
bring
so-
up 4th down.
Brandon, perfect
Still
defense in
recent
this
plays.
situation would have meant
Actually,
that there was an
first.
incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he
You take
dragged
the field goal,
across
be
each
smart,
zone,
whatever.
you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Looks like Tyree Jackson might be coming in at the end of this game.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field. We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Set. 3-19. 3-19.
After the interception, here's
Jump.
Jackson being chased out left. And he was
Hey,
able to
good
shed
hold.
the tackle, but the
Good
reserves
hold.
come in for the stop. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage.
3-19.
Now a handoff. Ingram.
Good job.
Only a yard in the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Jackson now.
Get on him. Oh. Get him, Ollie.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Here's Sam Cook now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 21. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Oh, now he bowls him over. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
Good.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
To throw, it's Allen. And he slings one that's incomplete. Tyler Kroft, the tight end, the one he was looking for. And it's 3rd and short.
That one fell incomplete there, but the best
Matador
quarterbacks,
time.
they'll
No,
miss
it's
on
not.
40% of their throws somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in
they don't
baseball.
want this,
He's going to
but-
fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want
Good
perfection,
job,
but
Singletary.
way better
Prove
that
you
it hits the
wrong.
ground
Okay.
instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
A pickup of 5 that time and a 1st down.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Right back to him on 1st down. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, but a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop him. And he is swallowed up
that was
right
stupid
at
of
the
me.
line of scrimmage.
Okay.
Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. The Bills on 3rd down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. Here it's 3rd and 3.
It's all about Gore now. Matador, you going to get it for me?
Here's Allen. Steps away. He gets it to Brown. Complete.
John Brown.
It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Okay.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this
gonna
drive.
blitz so I can get
Because when you see
Foster a
that type of a
touchdown?
run, I get the feeling
Oh,
the
yeah, there
defense
it
is
is.
overtired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Allen going to throw. And this throw will be intercepted.
Oh,
Picked
no.
off by Tony Jefferson. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Well, we know this defense has athleticism. Spots like that prove us right.
I love the way that you spotlighted the athleticism because you and I both know the best athletes on the field, they play on defense.
I don't know. I was a kicker. You got to remember that now.
You're not calling him, my dude.
Come
Good job,
on.
Lawson.
Fine. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
I know
That
they didn't tack on the 2
sucks. I can't
points,
believe
but
that
I
first
liked
person
their
was
attempt.
touchdown.
After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to
Zay
myself,
Jones.
forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch
Well.
the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
That was
It's
a lot
almost like a
different from the
sudden
50,
change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
All right, here we go.
Who rushing that
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
Partner, I think there's a lesson there. Some days you're just having a really tough time, and for the defense, today has been that day. But after that play, what do you learn? You can still make plays even when the other guy's having success against you.
So a good spin move there before he's taken down. A nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and just like that, it's 3rd down.
Look, the first down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it, and boy, the reward was there. A big pickup, and guess
Yeah,
what?
I got my
It's
blue
now
ones,
3rd
whatever.
and very short in order to try and pick up a first down.
No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Well, he was stopped on that play, but he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one.
Please bounce back.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. And we shift our attention to Mark Ingram. So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps, and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of
No.
His pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
You've had enough carries, Singletary. Gort, you're up, dog.
Here we do it again, I guess. Oh, that leads to nothing. Oh, where? Oh, is that where we want to be? I don't know. Okay.
Put Singletary over there for the fullback
Tim Williams
spot.
makes the tackle.
You've had enough carries, dog, so you can come out. Yeah.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down.
Fuck you.
That's
No.
Foster hauling it in over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a 1st down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
Come on, Gord.
Again, they run. Again, it's Gore. And room there to work it inside the 25. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And the grab by Croft.
Got to play.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line.
All right.
It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd
Oh,
down.
thing is I can't bring in
How about a
Jack.
tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback. All day long, they kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Back now in Baltimore. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the 4th quarter.
Foster, time for some Australian beer.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. This is caught.
Told you, Australian beer
into the
time.
end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Robert Foster with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
House money.
Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now here come the Ravens. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. To the sideline. That's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson.
Jump.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does, is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
3-19.
Again, Jackson. And that's incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. Going up top. And that's caught inside the 35.
Okay.
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
And they pick up the 1st down on a 4th down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped him on 3rd down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
All right, here we go. Green, 39.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
I don't want to give up 200 yards.
7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Here's Ingram, and he will have the 1st down before he's tackled at the 12. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
They had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
Jackson
back
on
up.
1st down. He dumps it down to Ingram. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff. But
Good
still,
hold, Oliver
a lot of
and
guys
Harry.
to account for.
Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And almost intercepted. Would have been a huge pick in the end zone, but as it stands, that brings up 4th.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has bad info and intel before he snaps the ball, but he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football.
Has several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Let's go back to recent plays. Oh, they're not giving to me. Okay, formation. Nickel, I want 3 down. No. Dollar.
They're already slim. Hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
No. Cover 6. Pass. Coverage.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this is
good job, Wallace.
Incomplete.
Oh, we're in Jerry. No, bad Jerry. Jerry.
And now out come the Bills. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him...
And he's going to be taken down.
Don't throw it.
Sacked back at the 2.
Oh, my God. I screwed this
Well, if an offense is going to
up.
throw the ball on this part of the field, Any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part.
Not
Gets a
good,
chance to
not
get
good,
after
not
the
good.
quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create
Score.
points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
They run. It's Gore. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that
He
defense.
was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
On 3rd down, they'll run with Gore. Call it no
Taking a
gain
walk,
there, and it leads to a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? I feel like the offense thought they might catch the defense on balance with that play call, but unfortunately that didn't work for them.
Run, EJ! There you
Yeah,
go.
that's a 48-yard punt with a coverage holding him to 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again
Bring
on
that
this
back.
drive
Yeah,
and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Jackson from the shotgun. Caught by Snead over the middle. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 6 there on 1st. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move.
Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
No.
Nice job to break the one
Thank you,
tackle
guys.
without much daylight after that as he's brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Jackson. The man open left side is Brown. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff.
Yeah, when we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time. Really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another 1st down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
3-19.
Now Ingram, he's been busy today. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. We talked early on about this defense needing to hold him under 100 yards. He's had a few good runs, but he is under 100, and maybe not coincidentally, they're trailing here in the 4th.
But sometimes the best plans actually do get executed, and so far they're on their game.
His pass caught at the 4. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
One man in the backfield. That's Ingram on 2nd and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram.
And I gave it to him.
Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Ingram, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens get a bit closer.
I know the play ends up in the end zone with one person carrying the ball, but how about that big mass of humanity that guided him to that spot?
Yeah, they got there, but I love the dive. Always a fan of the dive. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover.
Milano's like, I got it.
Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Dancing to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward.
Let's get like
Almost his bread and butter. It's a good running back dive play.
Now on second down, this is Gore. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
No, got one more than I expected.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this.
Nice. Nope.
Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Now that definitely hurts because the mindset is getting a 3-and-out there, and they don't get it done. They give up the scramble and a pickup for a first down.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Throw that thing down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws.
That is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Robert Foster making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bills will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Here's Hauschka now to kick it away.
House money.
This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just
on that side, switch it over to that way. With
some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Set! 319! 319!
Now Jackson on second down. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That'll get him the first down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Green 39!
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Good. just opens the sternum or something stupid.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue line it.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Looking left side, Andrews
Milano.
with it complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam,
Oh, 11
boy, then you got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down.
Oh,
That is
Gates!
incomplete. Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away
Hurto.
and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
Jackson on third down.
Jump.
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he's got this down to the 35. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Green 39. Green 39.
On first and 10, it's Jackson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game.
Set. Blue line it. Blue line it.
To throw again is Jackson. He's got it. And he's
Keep
able
him out
to
of the
get
end
it down
zone.
to the
Thank you.
2-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
Green 39.
And Jackson throwing once more. The first
Oh,
NFL
wow, wide
touchdown
open?
pass for the former Heisman winner, Lamar
what-
Jackson.
And there it is. Tally it up, folks. The first touchdown pass for Lamar Jackson as a member of the Baltimore Ravens. So many people focused on his legs coming into the league. He'll score plenty of touchdowns that way. But being able to throw it into the end zone, that's a special feeling. And he's a guy who will do that often in the league.
Here's Tucker now out to kick this one away.
Whatever. You got the win, though. I'm not kneeling it, that's for sure.
Leopard. Leopard.
You want passing stats.
They'll start on the ground with Gore. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Patriot. Patriot.
Another carry now for Gore. Broke a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. And now...
So Zay Jones had a kick return. I wonder if he can't break it for a touchdown.
Close to the top here. Okay, so I think we just have to go around this play on the other side.
With 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. And on third down, a nickel formation here
I mean, it's
defensively.
highly unlikely and more likely I'm going to throw an interception, but we'll see.
All right, here we go.
Allen. Escaping the pressure right. It's caught. Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard
Take that
line.
victory. Easy peasy, chicken
And
greasy.
partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special.
shows up,
Every
right?
year, week one,
Oh,
you
yeah,
have
the
the
interception
fly over
for
the
a
big
touchdown.
American flag out there
There's
before the
Wallace.
game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
Nobody.
It is an opening day,
There's
opening
Trey White.
game. There's just nothing like it because
Foster.
you really build to a crescendo.
You
But
hold
the best
them under
part for us
250
is
goes
that crescendo
twice.
lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire
So,
season. We
team
get into the
stats, how do you
playoffs,
do?
to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely
Oh,
sleep last night.
well,
I can't imagine being a player.
That was good defensive stats, but
So for the Bills, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they will head home next week to take on the LA
58,
Chargers. Meanwhile, for the Ravens,
I
they
messed up
obviously
once in
fall to
my red
0-1 with the defeat.
Only stopped
And they'll
him
try to
once?
turn things around next week as they have a matchup in
Okay.
Cincinnati against the Bengals. So for Charles Davis and our
24,
entire
34,
crew,
3-1.
I'm Brandon Gauss.
I'll take
Next
it.
game, guess
Crushing.
what? Charles and I
Singleton
will
did
be here
good,
again.
even
It's
though
the
he had a fumble on his
NFL
first carry.
on EA Sports.
foreplay crap. McCoy ate it up. He had a great run. 47. Allen did good. John Brown had a fumble. Foster. Singletary. Croft. Brown. Good. Had no breakout catches. Take it. 2 sacks. He only had 2 assists. Wow, that's crazy. And Alexander did good. 1 tackle for a loss. That's sad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sacks. White, Wallace, Boyer, Edmonds. Having a fumble. Johnson, Joseph, and Edmonds. Kicking, I didn't mess up any of that. Nope. 2 for 2. Punting. 54, 47, 1 inside the 20, 1 touchback. Wow, that was crappy. Alright, well, not bad for the first game.
Alrighty, we
2 new injuries. How long are they gone for? Let's see. Yeldon 10, Murphy 2, McCoy 5. Wow, my running backs are gone. Okay, well. Advance to next week. How did we do? Nobody got upgraded. Nobody got week of the trainer. So let's do my training real fast. Get this out of the way. Deep pass verticals. Cover 2 man. We got Allen, Edmonds, Oliver. Check, check, check. Sim, sim, sim. Start training. And what do we have? Did anybody get any upgrades? Let's see. Who got my upgrades? Nobody. Alrighty, huh? Not bad for week 1. Shall be back for week 2 soon.